I want to thank everybody for watching, my family, friends, subscribers, any of my viewers. Appreciate it. Um, just hit over 100 subs, and I'm, I'm thankful. Didn't expect it, but I am thankful. Uh, Today, I want to talk to you about me being at the edge of my rope. That's not this rope. It's this rope. Has this ever happened to you? Well, it happened to me. Um, Long story short, my grandson was using my chainsaw, and he came back and he's like, "Poppy, I'm really, really sorry I broke the rope." It's like, no worries. You know, that rope was bound to break. It never broke on me. I never had to replace it. So I said, no worries. I'll take care of it. Well, I took care of it, and it pulled out. I hope I didn't break the spring, but we're going to find out. But when you buy a chainsaw, it should come with a couple of tools. Now, if it doesn't come with a couple of tools, especially Stihls, you should get at least this, which has got a torx end on it, and I like this one since it's small. It's got a flathead on it. Now my chain is decent. This is also a good tool to have. It's to sharpen your chain. Now, I've had to maintain my own chainsaws for a little bit of time because my stepson, who died of a heroin overdose, used to maintain them. He used to be a landscaper, so he would use my chainsaw and then like redo everything on it. So, first thing you want to do is take these bolts out. Now, I've seen some people use impact wrench, drill, whatever to get them out. I prefer to feel the screw. It's just me. If I'm zipping it out, that's one thing, but I would never put it back in with that. And I normally do this. I have a what they call a mill bench. It's basically a bench on rollers that I can move anywhere, and I've got all my chainsaw stuff on there. And that screw is gone, so I'm going to have to get another one of those. So when you take it out, my spring's gone. Maybe. Oh, I got some spring in there. Most likely inside here. I got a little bit of spring. Most likely it's dirty. There's my knot. There's my clip, retaining clip. That looks like it's working pretty well. See, this little black thing should go back and forth. If this clip is on backwards, it won't line up with this little nub here. Okay, I'm really technical with these chainsaws, so bear with me. So I'm not sure if I lost my spring or what. It actually feels like I did. Anyway, we'll take this stuff apart. Like I said, I do my videos as if it's my first time, and this is my first time taking this apart. So I got to get this little clip out. And it didn't fly, which is good. That is just the ring. What else we got? Got a C-clamp, no C-ring? No? Oh, that's coming right out. So, it looks like the spring is still good. It may have just lost its position. I hope I didn't mess this up. No. I didn't break my spring. On my mower, when I did one of these, I broke my spring. So that's good. So these are all pretty much the same. Never worked with a clip like this, but I would imagine it's the same as a R clip. Got to get it in there. Over the washer, not under the washer. Okay. Get it up over that nub. Come on, baby. Probably need to take it off again. Get it up over that nub. I mean, these are spring clips, so probably need to put it back on the way it came off. All right. God bless me. Over the washer. And then it flies. So it only took me about 5 minutes to find it. It actually hit over here and went that way. So we're going to try this again. Try to not lose the clip. It's spreading apart when I'm moving it and when I'm pushing it in, but it's also going on top. So you got to get it over that nub, or you got to have the retaining clip in the nub and over the washer for it to be on there right. And I'm successful on both of those. So that's the end right there, is at the end of the spring. That is not what you want, because you're not at the end of your rope yet. So you just got to keep unwinding your rope until you get at the end of your rope. And if I pull this right now, I'm at the end of my rope, and I do not risk pulling this spring and bottoming it out and breaking it. All it is a coil of the spring. So I'm glad I didn't break my spring. So I'm gonna bottom this out, right? And I'm just gonna wind this myself. Make sure I go the right way. See, it's retracting. And just keep doing that. My guess is I didn't wind it enough when I put this on. Now this string and this handle's from a mower, one that I had an issue with. I had a lot of issues with it. I basically need to replace the motor, only because where I live, I've got an acre that I mowed without my riding lawnmower, and I ran it over. I mean, I got a self-propelled push mower, and I used that, and I ran over a root. Brand new mower. It bent the shaft. So where it bottoms out, I still got spring left over. And be careful when you're doing this, because that stuff can happen. That happened right after I fixed it. There was about this much left over. It sprung back and it nailed me in my finger, and it hurt. So the other thing I should probably do while I'm here is lube this thing up. Anyway, I should lube this thing up. Always use a nozzle. If it takes one, because it's going to be messy if you don't. Now, underneath, between this piece of plastic here and this white piece here, that's what you want to do. You want to lube up under there and basically try to get some in there. Work it a little bit. And multi-purpose lube. The guy I watch videos on, he said use WD-42 if you wanted. He says any type of lube, but I use this. I buy this kit of chain wax for my snowblower, because if you ever have a snowblower and you don't lube it, the wheels will lock up. And that's what happened to me. And if you have a bad back already and have to snow blow or have to shovel your driveway that's 18 inches of snow, you really wish you had that snow blower. It locked up on me 2 times, and I ended up buying the lube, and we'll see how it does this year. So that's that. You could clean all this other crap out of here. Probably a good idea. I'm not going to bore you with that. Now, putting it back on is the same way you took it off, except I was missing I'm missing this screw, and there was a little washer there that kept this on. So I'm going to have to go, when I go by the store, I go to actually a place called Reynolds Unlimited. That's where I get all my parts and stuff for this chainsaw. It's like a car to me. I don't like to leave it anywhere. I don't like to even loan it out, but my grandson's like my son to me, and I raised him most of his years, and he's a good kid. I should say he's a good young adult. He'll be 21 this year, so very responsible. I like to say I had a hand in that, but I'm not going to say it was all me. He didn't come to the Lord like I wanted him to, but he's still a good kid. So anyway, let's get these back together. It's got some resistance. I'm not going to start up the chainsaw in here for obvious reasons, but I do want to show you one more thing about a little bit of maintenance on your chainsaw. Always check these caps. I've had to replace that one. Long story short, it fell off, didn't know it, ran it over with my mower. Then I got a new one, and it kept coming off. Now, that's the one I ran over with my mower. And had to get another one. Anyway, chain. I have a, where'd I put it? Over here. Now, I bought this one because this is the only chainsaw I have left. I used to have one more. So, always go with the tooth. And you could see this fitting in. I'm not going to go this way. I'm always going to go this way out. And typically I find the center where there's two blades, and I go that way. I'm not going to go too far into this because it doesn't need to be sharpened. And I normally hit them 3 times. My chain is probably a little loose. If I do, I'm gonna have to go through and do all these now, because see, there's the 2 links here. They're on that side. Because if I have one side sharper than the other, it's going to pull to one side, and you don't want that. You can tell when you've already hit this. So, I mean, this is a good bench to do it. I've already done that side. Because it slides easy. It's warm in here. I mean, that's sharpening a blade. I mean, it's so easy. You know, when I first got a chainsaw, I got a Dremel to sharpen it, and I ruined a lot of blades with it. This doesn't take that long. I tend to do this before I start chopping wood. And that's basically what you want to do. I'm trying to get to the end. We're already there. Yeah, okay. So, using your other tool that you get with it, I'm pretty sure that either one or the other comes with it. Set it up on its side. There's 2 nuts right here. I mean, why not? Why not do it? Don't take them all the way off unless you're changing your blade. There's a little flathead screw that I can tighten this thing with. I don't want it cranked. I want it free with a little bit of play. That's good enough. So, just a little life skill on how to do things like this. I call my grandson my son. He's like a son to me anyway. When my son asked me to borrow this, I sent him a short little video on how to start it, because there's a mechanism in here that probably look at that here. I need to get a new filter, but to kill the power, this thing doesn't short out. So I'm pretty sure I got something broken off in there for that kill wire. So I keep trying to make it work, and I'm really, since I didn't take it apart first, I'm not sure how it works, but that's really the only thing that is wrong with this. I may have just got it, I don't know, it just went in there. It looks like it's going to short out, but it doesn't ever short out. Anyway, I always clean these filters too. Basic maintenance. Yeah, they brought it back to me. This cover was off, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? But, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. Anyway, family, friends, I'm no longer at the end of my rope. God bless you. Take care. You know, learn all these little life skills. It'll save you money from taking this to a shop for, I don't know what they charge, $20 to do that. I don't know. But it'll save you some money in the long run if you just learn how to do some of these life skills. I'm going to go into some other things later on, but that's what these videos that I make are about. They're not about to debunk anybody, say somebody's doing it wrong. They're just little skills to show people, hey, look, you see this on the internet? Yes, you can do it. Or you may have some difficulties doing this if you don't know how to do this. If you don't have a mechanical background, you may have a problem sharpening a chainsaw. That's just an example. But I've got a strong electronic mechanical background, so I naturally can just do all these things. Some people can't, but that's why I make these videos. So show you how easy it is, how hard it is, and I know you can do it. You can do anything that you put your mind to. So God bless you. Take care. I'll catch you all on the flip side.